Moving on to the centeredness skill. Again, with all these changes that were going on in New York, the city itself just constantly updating guidelines of what you could and couldn't do, how things were shifting. Yeah, just the thought of, okay, am I going to be able to get a meal today? Do I need to order in? Am I going to be sitting in my hotel room the whole time? Am I allowed to sit in reception? Can I go for a walk to Central Park, which was a block away? There were just so many basic decisions that needed reevaluation every few hours. In addition to the event I went for, changing in front of my eyes every day, every hour, so to speak. So centeredness was one of those skills that became even more important. From the video that I posted on centeredness, this is about really anchoring and grounding yourself in your physical body, being able to get all that thinking and feeling stuff and all the various changes that might be happening around you, whether they're stressful circumstances like New York or not. The ability to still ground and anchor yourself is vitally important for us to actually express all the things that we're thinking and feeling. That's how we create things, that's how we manifest things, that's how we materialize things. And yep, given we're a physical creature, this is important. So during this time where there was so much reevaluation and new decisions having to be made every few hours, particularly being in a foreign country, not home and in a hotel, there are a couple of things that I really fell back on that helped me anchor and center myself. I always do meditation, so I actually just ramped up my audio meditations at that time. They helped me get to sleep. With so much reevaluation going on and changes of the trip, disappointments, but also just safety and survival, there was some difficulty getting to sleep. So I did a few more audio meditations that helped me get to sleep those nights and have decent sleeps. There's another one that I specifically want to mention because for me personally, this was something I was denying myself for the last couple of years. I had been thinking about getting myself something as simple as eye masks. I just wanted a good old cucumber eye gel I used to use many years ago, but I actually, for some silly reason, was not giving myself the benefit and the opportunity to get that. So while I was in New York, on the way to Central Park, where I visited in order to just get out of the hotel room and get some fresh air and be in nature, I passed a mall that was designed in a way that was actually quite open and quite quiet actually, but there was a store in there that I discovered had these amazing eye masks. And I thought, I might try them one day. Well, I just decided, okay, if there's ever a time to really get conscious and apply my centeredness skill, this is it. So as simple as this seemed, I just got myself this gift. See, it doesn't seem like much, but for me, it's a big deal because I denied myself for at least a couple of years. And it sounds so stupid saying it now, but I know in my self-sabotage, this was one way I did it. I denied myself something that is so simple, not expensive, but that just brings me so much joy and actually grounds me and anchors me a lot. So whilst I was in New York dealing with all of these changes, these eye masks were a way that kept me still, sitting or lying down, watching videos, listening to audios, but it helped me relax. I felt refreshed, I was rejuvenating, I really felt like I was giving myself good care, and I was giving myself good care with something so simple. I wanted to really use examples for you that are our day-to-day decisions, things that are not a huge deal, they're not life-changing, but they carry a lot of powerful energy for what they mean to your mental and emotional body. And these things really helped me ground a whole lot more when everything was changing around me so frequently. As a traveler, I'm very used to having this T-band with me. This travels with me wherever I go. So it's not unusual for me to be doing my strength training in the hotel room or in any outdoor area that I might have access to depending on where I'm going. This just maintained. This was already a centeredness skill that I used a lot anyway, and I'm still using it, being in Traveller 14-day self-quarantine. But I made sure that I stuck with it. I didn't sabotage myself by not doing it and getting caught up in the stresses and not doing something that I knew helped me anchor and center myself. And this anchoring and centering is so important in terms of aligning a lot of our scattered thoughts and emotions that can happen. And we do a lot of thinking over a day. That's natural. That's what we do. But really aligning it in a way that I could feel centered and grounded. And those 2 or 3 things I've mentioned really helped in terms of my centeredness. So now, having shared those examples of the inner strength and centeredness implementation, I'd like to return to the metacognitive skill.